York, unique New York, unique arsonist has oddly shaped feet. The human torch was denied a bank loan. Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Kayleigh G Show. I am Kayleigh G, and I'm really happy that you're here. I hope everybody is doing all right. I know Thanksgiving is coming up in a few days, and I also know that it probably looks a lot different for a lot of people. I know it's looking a lot different for me, and I hope that everybody out there is staying safe and doing the right thing that is oftentimes the harder thing to do. That being said, I'm cooking a massive meal for 2 people, and I'll probably give mashed potatoes to my dog. So this week, my guest, I'm so excited, is my friend Kevin Devine. I've known Kevin for a few years now, but ever since the pandemic started in March through present, we've had a bunch of really wonderful conversations that have helped me through a lot. Not only is Kevin one of the most sincere, intentional, heartfelt people, he's also one of the funniest people that I know. Our conversation is about an hour and a half. I'm not putting the whole thing on this show, obviously, but if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, I will put a more complete interview up on that. In this instance, however, we are talking about how strange it is, one, to be out of work and not doing what we do, but also the idea that if we think that this is strange, how completely overwhelming our jobs are going to be once we're actually able to do them again. So here is an excerpt from my conversation with Kevin Devine.
But the thing you feel now when you see like a group of people in any photographs I see from like live music from then, like sweaty people so pressed up against one another. Yeah, I'm like, oh, right. That was like a normal thing up until.
And also like how emotional is it going to be when we can do that again?
That's funny that you just said that. That's a thought I actually had the other day, was about like I would bet, whether I intend it to be the case or not, I would not be surprised if at the first show I ever play, I start crying on stage. Like, I would not be surprised if like in the middle of it, I'm like, oh my God.
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think it's wild because like I even had this it's really funny that we're talking about this because it was the first time I'd thought about it the other day, this thought of like, like walking into the crowd, you know, being like, I want to just fucking hug these motherfuckers. Like I haven't, you know, like at that point, if it's safe to do that, be like,
right.
Because I think the other thing that I've come to realize is I have whatever amount of, it's a cliche thing and it's the thing that gets beaten to death, but it's the truth. I am absurdly lucky to have a life in music, and I've been afforded that opportunity by my peers and by a core group of people who comprise the audience that decided we're going to ride or die with this guy for however long, you know.
Sorry, I'm sitting near great. All my plants, so there are some. I'm sorry.
No, don't be. I had a fruit fly in here the other day, and Edie was like,
"I got it."
You got it? Was it a fruit fly or was it a?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was like, I think you have like. She did this. She's like, you have like fruit flies in your house, Dad. It's like, yeah, that happens sometimes. Yeah. She was like, do you have like a banana somewhere? I was like, well, what are you, like 22 years old? Like, shut the fuck up. But also that what I've realized in this, particularly in doing this Patreon thing too, is there's this cluster of these people that are like, I know them. I don't know them the way I know, like, you know what I mean? Like but some of these people I've been like, they've been watching me and I've been watching them for like fucking 17 years. There's people that I'm like, oh, you were like 16 when you came with like your mom to this show and I was 22 or whatever. And now I'm like 40 and you're like 34. You're a grown ass person and you're like, they're still there. Right. And those are the people that you're like, yeah, it's even in quarantine, it's been somewhat emotional doing some of those like weird disembodied this thing that shows, because I'm like, they're all talking in the little chat thing, and I become aware of much. I can't do that in this at the same time.
Oh, I've failed miserably.
I don't think you're supposed to be good at that. That's where I land on
no,
that.
you can't. How are you supposed to
I don't want to be good at that.
play the guitar, sing, be in it, and then you can't read?
No, I can't. I don't think.
I don't think anyone should be that's not nobody.
That's what I think, and I think that if you are good at that, you're a different thing. That's almost being like a YouTube personality or something like that at that point, where that's as much a part of. And I guess you could make your philosophical argument that is as much a part of the thing as this is, but it's their part of it.
Right.
It can't be more part of it for me than this part is, because then what the fuck is the point, you know? But I, even in those instances, have been emotional at certain points by like the presence and commitment of the audience. And I'm like they're choosing, and I know everybody's in disarray and pain, and maybe it's normalizing for them to get to sit for half an hour to an hour and again and like watch somebody they like play music. But I also am like, I can see the first time I'm in the physical environment again being like overwhelmed. It's going to be overwhelming.
So yeah, that is a little snippet of that conversation with Kevin. Again, subscribe to my YouTube so that you can see the full conversation that we have. We talk about so much stuff. And also stick around at the end of this episode. I always try and include some funny bloopers and bits at the end of every episode. And we play a finish the lyric game, and we're not good at it. Like, I didn't know any of the songs. Kevin was better than me, but that about wraps another episode of the Kayleigh G Show. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys being here and subscribing and talking to me on Twitch. This is a blast, and I am really happy that I've been able to find a cool new way to stay in touch with my friends and all of you. Please have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. And if you are foregoing a family gathering, you are alone, or it's a lot smaller than you'd like it to be, let's have a little Friendsgiving on Twitch. I'll post some details in the coming days, hours, so that we can all chat if you want to. I want to thank you guys again so much. I'm going to leave you with an original song this week. It's a song called Stuck off of All These Miles, which I just realized turned 2 about a week ago. It makes my heart sad to see that 2 years ago I was also on tour with Bayside, and we were having such a blast. So I get a little nostalgic looking back at those memories, but I am looking forward to being able to do all of these things again soon. Until then, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye. Close my eyes, I'm blinded by the sunlight. Talk all day and suddenly I'm alone. Borrowed time, I couldn't wait longer. Summer love, you slipping in on one more. Cause I want you to see what I mean to keep my heart in limbo. Suddenly I'm stuck. Cause I want you to see what I need to keep my heart in limbo. Suddenly I'm stuck. Pack my car, I'm gonna leave Nashville. Burned it down, it wasn't my home anymore. surprised when I said make up your mind. Don't keep me waiting. No, don't keep me waiting. Keep the water out my mind. Ain't wasting time. Don't want this waiting. So don't keep me waiting. 'Cause I want you to see you want me to keep my heart in limbo. Suddenly I'm stuck. 'Cause I want you to see you want me to keep my heart in limbo. Suddenly I'm stuck. Keep my heart in limbo. Suddenly I'm stuck.
Okay.
Hey, now you're an all-star.
Okay,
Get
I know
your
this.
what on?
Game on.
Okay, but I just have to tell you the other options were shirt or party.
Get your shirt on. That's good.
You see me do me dirt, dirt, and then
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
you say dirt again, or work or dirty.
Work.
Dirt.
That's Rihanna, but I thought it was work.
I don't know.
Dirt, 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 dirt.